Hello, my Vibe Tribe. Welcome to the Daily Vibe. It is Tuesday. Tuesday Thoughts. I'm going to be using a new deck today. I'm kind of excited about it. I got it in my Goddess box this month. It's Beyond Lemuria. For those who don't know what Lemuria is, I just found out myself when it came, right before it came with the box, that it was... trying to think of what to call it. It's like there was Atlantis and there was a Lemuria, right? So if you believe in any of those, that was like I guess a sister country or whatever. I don't know. But I like it because the cards are so pretty. I mean, look at them. And I am a lover of water. I love the water. So it's very water based. Like an ocean baby, I guess, if you will. Makes sense. I was born in Hawaii, but, and it runs in my blood. But anyways, my father is on. Good morning, father. So, welcome to Tuesday Thoughts, everybody. Good morning, Sammy. So, I was trying to come up with something different yesterday than just doing a card pull. And I came up with, perspective, and it kind of happened sort of by accident. I was writing last night, and I was proofing, and I thought, God, things that we go through really are, how we perceive them. I mean, is traffic, or is it just, having time to sit with your thoughts and think and, just maybe go through your day ahead, or you're processing your day before you get home so that you don't bring any of it home with you. Or is sorry, there's an extra card. What was the other thing I wrote? Or is being late, or are you being removed from something bad that could happen if you would have left on time? I tell you, there was a lot of times when I was running behind, and then, you'd see on the news, oh, there's an accident at so-and-so, and you think, God, that was literally right now, and that's about where I would have been at that time. So you have to wonder sometimes if there's just something very special out there holding you back. So perspective is, the definition, a particular attitude toward or way of regarding something, or a point of view. I actually put in there, are bad drivers really just bad? But they're just bad. There is no perspective on a bad driver. But if you want to look at it, you can just think to yourself, when you encounter a bad driver, you can just say, you know what? That's another life I saved today by being a better driver than them. Good morning, Auntie Debbie. So, it's all about perspective. Perspective is a huge thing, and how we choose to deal with perspective is really up to us. I mean, I am just, I yell at everybody when I'm driving, and I mean, not all the time. Sometimes it's just like, really? But I notice that I cannot not make a comment when I'm driving. And if it's not me, and if Sibling and I are in the car together, she'll make a comment. So we tag team, but it just kind of is what it is. So anyways, I mean, that's kind of what I wanted people to really just think about, is perspective. Every time that we think something is going wrong, is it really going wrong, or is it just how we're seeing things? A lot of times, like I've said before, what you put out there is a lot of times what you're going to get back. I mean, if you get on the road and you're subconsciously already thinking that something bad, or bad people are going to be out there, stupid people are going to be out there, then chances are you are probably going to find them. Good morning, baby bear. So, just try to leave your house with a mindset of, I'm so happy and grateful that I have a smooth drive wherever I go. And even if there are bad drivers out there, you're already putting yourself in the mindset that, that you're already putting yourself in a good mindset. So a lot of times it may just skate by. Like, yesterday I drove out to Newport Beach, and I think that's why I'm using the perspective thing today, because see, even Sibling knows, because she says, my little moments in the car are usually comical. But and they are. I try to make them funny. Not intentionally. I guess I'm just naturally funny. But anyways, it's gonna be a Tuesday, isn't it? But I think that's really what kind of sparked me to say this, right? I was sitting trying to turn into a driveway, and this big, huge truck was coming out. And so I'm literally sitting in the street trying to turn in. And, I'm not rushing him because, he's got a big truck. It's a small parking lot. But the dude doesn't even say thank you. I mean, I totally could have turned into that driveway and made it harder for him to get out. But then I thought, this is perspective, right? I think I said something sassy about it. But, but then I thought about it later, and I thought, you know what? I'm just grateful no one came up from behind me and hit me. So, I had my blinker on, I had all the good stuff on, but it's like, thank you. So again, a lot of times it's perspective, and we're not always going to have that perspective. Sometimes it's just going to suck because people suck sometimes. And sometimes we suck. Who knows what we're doing out there that we're not realizing we're doing. But, myself included. So, I do my best to be a good driver, but it's not just about driving. It's about anything. Life is about perspective. It's how we choose to see it. It's how, we choose to look at other people, how we choose to look at situations. Are we looking at it through the eyes of the person going through it, or are we looking at it through our own eyes and our own judgmental eyes? Are we looking at it with kindness? Are we looking at it with love? Are we looking at it, through trying to be positive? Or are we looking at it through, eyes of knowing that change needs to be had? What is it that we're seeing that might vary from somebody else? So I think that's the important thing, is to keep the perspective. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. What is it like to be that person? Why are they, if I disagree with them, why are they thinking this way? Why are they feeling this way? Are they going through something I don't know they're going through? And just, try to hold the perspective, because I think a lot of times we lose sight of that. And I think that's a lot of times what causes a lot of headbutting, what causes a lot of arguments or fights. I think we fail to see where somebody else comes from. And so, today I said I wanted to do something different, and that's my different. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to, have this perspective, like, for instance, am I single, or am I just learning how to live my life now? Now, I know I'm 48 years old. You think I'd already know how to live my life? And I do. Okay, I moved away from home a long time ago. I may have only gone to the next county, but I still, I never went back. But the point is that I found the person I've always meant to be. And I'm looking at it now through my old perspective and my new perspective. And, last week there was a part of me that was just healing and letting go and, saying, you know what, F it, I can't do this anymore. I need to live and be the person I was meant to be, the person that was meant to exist. And I wrote myself a letter. I put my little thumbprint on it. My dad knows about that. And then I burned it. And then yesterday I let it go. I let all the ashes go. So don't worry, I did not litter. I just let all the ashes go, and they dissipated into the wind. And it was very symbolic and very releasing. That's one of the reasons why I was down in Newport Beach yesterday. So, but I had lost perspective for a while. I had lost what it was that I think I was trying to find, because I kept thinking I found it, because nobody wants to keep going through pain, right? You just want to think, okay, I'm there. And then it's like something else comes up, another roadblock, another obstacle. And it's like, well, shit, seriously, am I done yet? But I know I'm done now. Not done learning. We learn every day of our life. I mean, that's just, life is a process, right? Life is just a learning process. And we learn new things about ourselves, about people. But I've learned who I don't want to be anymore. And I don't want to be a person that does control everything, that does worry about everything, that does freak out about every little thing. It doesn't serve my life purpose, and it doesn't serve me. All it does is make me worry more, freak out more, and want to control more. So I'm learning how to go with the flow. I'm literally this time taking the time to not jump in feet first and say, let's do this, but instead taking it day by day by day. That's my perspective. My perspective is, for my life that every day is going to be a different day. No days are similar. It doesn't matter, if you just wake up, do nothing. For all you know, the times you pee could change in the day. There's always going to be something that's different in that day. Maybe 99% of your day is the same as the day before, but that 1% is what makes the difference. Did you do something different during that 1%? Did you go out for a walk? Did you go out for a drive? Did you watch something different? Did you watch a movie you never seen before? Did you, go on the internet and start reading about places you've never heard of before, like I did with Lemuria, because I was curious what these cards were all about. And so, again, it's perspective. We can choose to look at things in a positive way, or we can choose to look at things in a negative way. I told Sibling the other day that I should make my catchphrase when I go off with, negativity gives you wrinkles. But then I thought, no, negativity gives you frown lines. Nobody wants frown lines, right? Nobody wants those little nobody wants a pouty face, right? Isn't that what your parents tell you when you're a kid? Nobody wants to see your pouty face. So, they want to see your cute smile and all that stuff. And, but, and again, it's perspective. It's perspective. So let's try not to lose sight of what the perspective is in our lives, what it is that we want to see, how it is we want to see things. If you choose your own mindset and choose that's, you're not going to change, it's just the way you want to see things, that's fine. That's you do you. But just remember, perspective changes over time. And as humans, we are in a constant state of change. It's been a constant state of change since the world began. One day there was no wheel, the next day there was a wheel. Or maybe not the next day, but sometime within that immediate future there was a wheel, First there was no clean water, then one day there was clean water. And yet still, in parts of this world, there are people who do not have this. So there's another perspective. If you got running water and you got clean water and you got electricity and a roof over your damn head, be grateful. Don't take it for granted, because a lot of people do not have what you have. If you live in a country that's not war-torn, be glad, because a lot of people don't have that. So, perspective. I'm guessing baby Sibling's not on, because usually she would have tossed a card out of this deck by now. But, anyways, let's just get to the card. I just wanted to share that thing on perspective, because it was really heavy on my mind last night while I was writing. And part of it is because the story I'm writing, it's the perspective of, two different views about one person, and how one person tries to protect the other person by holding their tongue on the view of this, third person, this third party. So, can't give away too much, but it's just, and it's kind of sad because it does strain their relationship, and, it is how it is. And, it may or may not end well for them. I don't know. I have not decided yet. Don't read too far into that, because nobody knows what the relationship of these three people are. So, it could be anything. So anyways, let's see. I'm going to save that one for myself, but I'll read that to you anyways. But, here's a good one. Just poof that right out of the deck. All right. Shine your light. No one can do you as you can, yet we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way, a way not aligned with our authentic self. It takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. It is easy to get caught up with other people's lives, tending it to our own needs. Okay, can I start this again? The way these cards are written sometimes just throw me. So anyways, shine your light. Let's try this again. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Look at that. That's pretty nice. No one can do you as you can, yet we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way, a way not aligned with our authentic self. It takes discipline to do what we love, especially if we are natural givers. It is easy to get caught up with other people's lives, tending to our own needs, harm none, and we will have a lot more to give. It is time to collect our light and shift the vibration here on earth, starting with our inner sense of being. You are a sovereign being, regain compassionate empowerment, and remember what lights up your world. So, the short of it, be yourself. You do you. You be you. You do whatever it is you want to do, but don't lose perspective. Don't lose sight. I'm going to read this one for those who might need it. The violet flame. As we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusory constructs, and become empowered beings, life presents more opportunities to grow than before. Your sensitivity will be heightening, so it may be harder to spend time in places with certain energies. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy field? A routine for psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high, and help you to see through illusions that block or disorient. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance. That's for my empaths, okay? The violet flame. The shine your light is for everybody else. And for my empaths. But, just, you do you. You go out there, you be yourself. You just do what it is you need to do, but do it with kindness, do it with love, do better. We all have to do better. We all need to do better. Some of us may not think we need to. I never think I need to, but every day I see myself improving on myself. So it's not always about, oh, go out there and change the world. You can change the world one person at a time. And if we get enough people to do it, that's how you change the world. That's why I do this, because I just want to spread that positivity. I want to spread this, whatever stuff is coming out of my face every day, from Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. But, sometimes I can't control it. It just happens. But it's about being yourself. It's about shining your light. It's about not dimming your light around other people. It's about protecting your light. This may be directed at my empaths, but you know what? This is really kind of for everybody. We all have a certain energy, but the reason I said empaths are people who can pick up on other people's feelings. It was one of my gifts. It is very weird. And a lot of times I forget to recenter and I soak everybody's stuff in and then I go into a funk. And I need to, got distracted by the sirens out there, but I need to learn perspective again. And I need to learn how to just kind of, regroup and recenter so that I can serve from a full cup. I am currently learning how to fill my cup after all these months of preaching, right? Don't serve from an empty cup. You have to serve from a full one. Well, I am learning now how to fill my cup truthfully and honestly, so that it is an overflow. Now, I'm not saying that I wasn't serving from an empty cup. What I'm saying is that I think every day my cup was emptied instead of serving from that overflow. Because, there was just sometimes, there you go, baby bear. The funny thing is, when I got this card, I figured it might be for you. So there you go. Someone's telling you to protect your juju, protect your energy. So, see, look, there's the violet flame card. But, sorry, it was a cute card. But, hi, distracted. But yeah, just don't lose sight. Okay, that's all I'm asking. Don't lose sight. If you feel yourself getting mad at something, ask yourself why you're getting mad at it. I had to do that. That is actually something they taught me in therapy. And it is something I still have to go through, and it is something I still forget to do sometimes. Because, when you're in the moment, you're in the moment. When you're driving, you're like, poof, gone. Okay. And then you're like, whoa, what just happened? Did somebody take over my body while I was driving and yell at somebody else? But, what can I say? Most of the times when I have people, or at least kids in the car, I am, because you're enjoying stuff. But I think a lot of times when you're not talking and you're just focused on the road, you're seeing so much more. So again, that's also the perspective. So just give yourself a chance to see what it's like to go through one day, either questioning why you're upset at something, or just, looking at it from the other person's perspective, or looking at it from a different perspective. Sometimes when I see people driving like maniacs in and out of the cars, every so often I get this feeling that I think they're in a rush going somewhere. Like maybe somebody's hurt, or maybe they're just trying to get somewhere. Like I remember back in 07, sounding like those people now, back in 07, when, we didn't have flying cars yet. Still don't have those. Thanks, Jetsons, you lied. But, back in 07, when my dad had a heart attack, I remember he was in the hospital, and I remember the first thing my mom told me was, be careful driving down here. Don't drive like a crazy person. And ever since then, sometimes when I see people just driving erratically, And if you happen to catch a glimpse of them at the corner of your eye, you're thinking, oh, I wonder if they're going through something I've been through. But either way, just go in love. Even baby sibling reminded me of that. Go in love. My thing is go in love, don't kill anybody. I still manage to yell at people, but I try to finish it off with that because I am trying to change. I don't need to bring that negativity into my life. And we go through enough every day without having that. And, sometimes, like sibling says, it's just a release. So it may be that I go out there and drive just so I don't yell at somebody I care about. I mean, I'm yelling at my windshield, right? Doesn't mean it's right. But sometimes it is very therapeutic. But just don't hang on to it. If that is something that you got to do, don't hang on to it. So that is it. Be yourself. Shine your light. There's so many good people out there. There's so many good people that are watching this video right now, whether it's now or later or, But I'm super excited my dad was on today. Was not expecting that, but thank you for watching and joining me this fine morning. So, and thank you to everybody for watching. Baby Bear, Sammy, older sibling. I hope everybody has a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. And remember, go out there, tackle Tuesday. Hey, tackle Tuesday. And love without conditions. Have a great day.